There are two kinds of people in the world, my friend. Those with a rope around their neck and the people who have the job of doing the cutting. Listen, the neck at the end of the rope is mine. I run the risks.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Two can dig a lot quicker than one.
Man, what a busy weekend. Lots to take away from this past weekend. But what is the good, Ollie? What is your good from this past weekend?
The good is, man, Tucson. Man, we're winning. We have such a great city, such a great community, and there's just so much good happening and the things that matter. I mean, what a great season by Arizona football, 9-3 and going to the Holiday Bowl and playing SMU. I'm so happy for Brent Brennan, the staff, the players, everybody in the organization. They put so much time and effort into it. Just a wonderful year, and this is just the beginning, I believe, with Arizona football, because I think that he's built a foundation for success for a lot of years.
Yep.
Arizona basketball, we're the best damn team in the country.
Yeah.
And
I appreciate your restraint there.
There's been a lot of restraint. Wait till the ugly. But, I mean, it's just this is a special team. Wildcat fans, enjoy it. Enjoy it. I don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen, but my reservation in Indianapolis from April 2nd to April 7th looks pretty good right now. And then you've got, like, we had 150 people, a lot of press, not Justin Spears, at the Arizona Bowl announcement yesterday at the Union Public House. And all these people coming together are so passionate, so dedicated about something that's so important for our community, such interwoven within the fabric of what Tucson is now, with all the economic impact, over $250 million, over $6.5 million given to local charities. Just a great day, a great announcement. The Snoop Dogg announcing the teams, the best damn bowl game in the country. And then, cap that off with Micah Mountain winning back-to-back state championships for representing Tucson. I'm sure I'm missing something right now, but for a guy that loves Tucson as much as I do, and tries to give back to our community as much as I do, when good people are doing good things around me and I see that we're succeeding, it makes me really happy. So my good is great, and it's Tucson.
Hell yeah, man.
Micah Mountain pulling it off back-to-back. That's awesome.
Back-to-back state championships, and that's actually my good.
And they came back
this past weekend.
They were down early, and then they came back, and they put an ass whooping on them.
Yeah, and they took down the number 1 seed in Arcadia, up there in Phoenix. Once again, they went up there to Tempe, won a state championship, and Micah Mountain has been one of my favorite sports stories, not just this year, but really over the last couple of years, because my guy Niemer Hassey, who was my head coach at Cienega, he decided to take another leap of faith. When Cienega first opened up in 2001, he went from Saguaro to Cienega, and a lot of people kind of doubted his decision. He will be the first one to tell you, people were like, you got a good thing going at Saguaro. Why are you going to go to Cienega and do something new? And he wanted to build something special out there in Vail, and he did. He built up a really good program, a program that was constantly in the playoff picture, contending for state championships, and he did a lot of great things at Cienega. And then somewhere along the way, he realized, you know what, I want to do something special again, and I want to build a school off of Houghton in Valencia. I'm going to call it Micah Mountain, and we're going to be just a sports hub, and we're going to have great academics. It's going to be this great institution. And people thought, well, okay, you're starting something new. Good luck. And what he's done with Micah Mountain, getting the right coaches in place, starting with Pat Nugent, winning that state championship last year, then handing off the baton to Jay Campos, who has been in position to win several state championships in his time at Sabino. It's just a really good thing going on at Micah Mountain. And, I know, Ollie, you got a special place in your heart for South Point Catholic. You coached there for many years. It's great to talk about teams other than South Point winning state championships and contending for state titles. Push Ridge did it a couple years ago. Now Micah Mountain has done it in back-to-back seasons. And by the way, Micah Mountain, the first team from Tucson to win back-to-back state football championships since Canyon del Oro in 1976-1977.
Oh, been a minute.
That's how long it's been
yeah.
since a Tucson team has won back-to-back state titles. So Micah Mountain,
Led
Jay
by
Campos.
quarterback Cotton Ball Johnson. Yes, that's how long ago.
the younger brother of Popcorn Johnson.
That's right.
But
That's
a great
right.
career
Yeah.
with the Dorados. But, man, this Micah Mountain team, they lost 31 seniors from last year. And a lot of people didn't really have expectations for Micah Mountain. In first year under Jay Compost, man, the Thunderbolts, as much as it pains me to see my Cienega Bobcats not winning a state championship in football, to see Micah Mountain do this in Vail, it's great stuff, man. Shout out to the Thunderbolts.
Let me just add a capper on it, and I should have mentioned it. Andrew actually brought this to our attention this weekend. I think it's the Tucson Soldiers flag, youth flag football team.
No, they're not flag.
Oh, tackle?
Full contact, baby.
All right. Well, anyway, we need to get someone from that organization on the show. I think Bondurant, the former U of A safety,
Tremaine Bondurant,
is like the president of the organization. Anyway, they're going to play for a national title themselves.
In Florida.
So
them,
congratulations to them. So, yeah, Tucson's a winner. My bad's going to be quick, and it's going to be kind of twofold. Number one, I feel terrible for Danny Dimes, Indianapolis Colts quarterback.
Man.
Tore his Achilles yesterday, man. He kind of resurrected his career this year, and I just thought that he was on the precipice of maybe taking that leap to being a top-tier quarterback in a good organization. Was on a one-year deal, so he's a free agent after this year, and coming off an Achilles. Who knows about the time it's going to take for him to get back and ready to play. Hopefully by game one. So I feel bad. That's my bad. Is Daniel Jones. So that's a tough break, man. You don't deserve it. You played great this year. My real bad is this. Bleep you, Tony Padilla. You're the worst official in all of college basketball. And it's not, officials make wrong calls, and they're human. It's part of the game. Tony Padilla, the college basketball referee who reffed the Arizona-Auburn game, purposefully makes calls to get attention and bring the ire of the crowd so he can have their attention. And he's got a little smirk on his face when he calls. He knows it's a bad call. He loves to be the villain to Arizona. I waved at him before the game, and I even told him, like, Tony, all we want to do is love you, so just help us out a little bit. But he doesn't want to help us out. He loves being the perpetual Arizona villain. And if Tony Padilla is officiating a really meaningful game for Arizona in the tournament or in March, the Big 12 tournament or in March, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it.
I agree with you.
Tony Padilla, man, I don't understand. There's film. I don't understand. Is there anybody reviewing your work?
He's the Scott Foster of college basketball.
He just loves the attention. He's a peacock.
Yeah.
Oh, look at my feathers. Hey, what are you flitter.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Now I know what a
And he
peacock
makes
sounds
comments
like, and
about
I'll
it
lose mine.
too. He makes comments about it before the game about that. That's exactly what's happening. It's like, oh, these Arizona guys who really don't like me. It's like, dude, be a professional. All right. So hopefully we don't get Padilla this year.
Yeah.
My bad is the college football playoff committee's treatment of BYU, and not necessarily just the CFP committee, but also ESPN at large. Like, listen, we're on that four-letter network right now, right, on ESPN Tucson. And so we appreciate ESPN Tucson, and I enjoy being employed by ESPN Tucson and Arizona Lotus. But, man, how the treatment that BYU got yesterday was unreal. Like,
wasn't even considered.
Like, weren't even talked about, weren't discussed, not on any graphic. And what's funny is Kalani Sataki said after the Big 12 championship game, can you just at least put us on the graphic? Can you make us feel like we're in consideration? None of that. No mention of BYU whatsoever. And they're a two-loss team that was in the Big 12 championship, and they were right there. I mean, number 11 last week going into the Big 12 title game, and they're two losses this year. Listen, I know they got smacked around by Texas Tech in both games, but both of those games, one was in Lubbock, the other one was in Arlington. So we're talking about your resume is you are 11-2, and your two losses are to a number 4 Texas Tech team in the state of Texas. And you're not even getting talked about, not even getting looked at. So, listen, BYU, I hope you go dominate the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I'm pulling for you guys. I want you guys to just put on for the Big 12. I wanted the Big 12 to get multiple teams in, and I felt like going away from the Big 12 media poll at the start of the year was going to help out with that. Apparently not. The disrespect for BYU you got to at least talk about them. They didn't even get mentioned, so that's my bad. The CFP's committee and ESPN's treatment of BYU.
Well, that's my ugly, man. And by the way, Bear Bachmeier was not himself. He wasn't healthy Saturday against Texas Tech, and the hypocrisy of that is Florida State loses their quarterback, doesn't get in last year, but they don't take into consideration, BYU may be more in this game if their quarterback was more healthy. They probably should have just started a backup, right? But yeah, they lost. I mean, they lost. That game was close until the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter. But the college football is broken, and I'm going to tell you that when you have teams that, first of all, when you have programs that are allowed to talk to coaches that are under contract during the season, the system is broken.
Yeah.
When you have a network that basically can put their finger on the scale of things because they're tied to the SEC and Fox is tied to the Big Ten and basically push to get their teams in, the system is broken. The Foxes are in the henhouse. And this guy that's the head of the CFP is the athletic director at Arkansas that Notre Dame beat 56-13 this year. Why are people that have a vested interest in charge of the college football playoff? Well, if I put a 10-3 Alabama team in the CFP, what does that mean for Arkansas? It means more money, Justin, because they revenue split all the money they get. Why do you have people that have vested interest economically, greedy people, part of the CFP, ESPN, Fox? Why are they part of the process? It's broken. Yeah. When you have a Notre Dame that is a victim of their own actions, they won't join a conference because they want all the money from their TV revenue they get from NBC, and then they bitch and complain about not being selected because they're not in a conference and can win their conference championship. The system is broken.
Yeah.
So how are we going to fix it? I don't know. But right now what I know is that the people in charge now, there is too much greed and self-interest for them to work in a collaborative manner. Somebody's got to come in from a different perspective. It might take, I'm not a big regulations guy, but we might actually need congressional action to fix college football because right now it's a freaking joke. When you have Kansas State and Iowa State say we're not playing because our coach left or our coach got fired, well, maybe coaches shouldn't be fired or hired unless there's something real emergency until after the year.
Yeah.
We talk about contracts. If I've got a coach on a contract, if I terminate the contract of that coach, I got to pay the coach because that's in the contract. But that contract means nothing to the coach. Lane Kiffin can leave and whatever. LSU will pay whatever is the buyout in the contract. College football is broken, and it's getting to the point where I'm thinking group of five, break away from it. Have your own college system. Have you go to the bowl games. And you know what? If you don't go to a bowl game when you can go to a bowl game, you are banned from a bowl game the next year, and you can't go to the college football playoff the next year.
Yep.
Actions have consequences. College football's broken, Justin.
It is. And you saw that yesterday with Iowa State and Kansas State backing out. The Big 12 decided to fine them.
As they should.
And
$500,000 is not enough.
Yeah. So I agree with the fine. But like I said earlier, those teams have more of an excuse to opt out of the bowl game. While I don't agree with their decision, they have more of an excuse than Notre Dame. Notre Dame simply
quit like a whiner.
They quit like a bitch.
Yeah, it's like a protest thing. Well, Kim said it perfectly. Everybody's like, well, there's Kim Adair and the staff and you guys don't work all year round. Yeah, they do. They work all year round. There's contracts in place. We make commitments. We put in the work. For a bowl game like the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl, it's about community. And when these teams say we're not going to play, it's totally selfish and does not take into consideration all of these bowl games and how much time and effort and dedication they put into it. It's baffling to me that this is going to if this continues like this, it's not even fun. I love Arizona Wildcats. I love the Big 12. I'm sick of ESPN, the SEC, and the Big Ten. I'm just sick of them. And I said this a long time ago. ACC, Big 12, and all the other conferences should just say, you know what, you guys just play yourselves. We're not playing anymore, and we're making our own college football conference.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just have a hard time believing that everybody at Notre Dame was like, yep, we're not going to the bowl game. Screw all these guys. Like, I'm just imagining a guy who's like a fourth-string senior, and he's like, I'm not playing anywhere. There was an offensive lineman, I forgot who it was over the weekend, that announced his declaration not for the NFL draft, but for the LinkedIn portal.
Yeah, for the work. I'm eligible for 42 years in the workforce.
42.
That was funny, yeah.
I was like, that's awesome, man. But I think about a guy like that's playing at Notre Dame. He's probably like, dude, wait, I want to play in a bowl game? Like, I don't want a regular season game against Stanford to be my last ever football game. So I just have a hard time believing that everybody at Notre Dame signed off on that. And I had a lot of respect for Marcus Freeman. I still do as a coach. I lost a little bit of respect for him after this weekend.
Well, I want to believe that it wasn't his decision because he's one of my favorite coaches. I want to believe that it was the muckety-mucks at Notre Dame, the athletic director, the president, and they're making a statement to the college football playoff to get it expanded. I don't want to believe Marcus Freeman had any part of this. He was kind of shaken when he announced it, so I hope he didn't, but if he did, I lost a lot of respect for Marcus Freeman. It's BS. This whole thing is BS. And
join a conference, man.
If you guys
simple,
unless you got like a rooting, really vested interest, the best thing that could happen for college football is Indiana or Texas Tech wins the national championship.
I just hope that James Madison and Tulane just please don't get your doors blown off. That's all I ask.
I hope they win.
BYU's kind of in the college football playoff. Retzlaff is with Tulane, so
right?
They'll be talked about. They'll be there.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Jake Retzlaff in the CFP, just not with the team that we thought it was going to be. All right, man, we got lots to talk about.
They did lose big, so I can understand why they didn't get in. You know, Alabama, on the other hand, they got ass whooped too.
And that's the thing. It's like
10-3. If Notre Dame, Miami should be in. They beat Notre Dame. What happens on the field matters.
Yeah. Easiest football team to be a fan of, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
But Alabama over Notre Dame doesn't make any sense.
No.
Or BYU.
No.
That doesn't make any sense at all. Why? Because it's Alabama, it's the SEC, and the head of the College Football Playoff Committee is the athletic director of a team, a school in the SEC in Arkansas, who Notre Dame beat 56-13, and will probably see about $3 to $5 million more in revenue just by Alabama being in the College Football Playoff. Ridiculous.
That is the good, the bad, and the ugly, brought to you by Chapman Automotive Group.
May I add something very, very quickly?
Sure.
If you are an Arizona fan and you were at the Auburn game this weekend and you left on a Saturday night from a top 20 matchup where your team has the possibility of securing the #1 ranking in the entire country, and you left early, even during a blowout, you're soft. Sell your tickets.
Yeah. I stayed to the very end, buddy.
Yeah.
Actually, I stayed to the very end. Shut up. Just shut up. Traffic. What I like to do is stay to the very end in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because then traffic clears out.
Yeah.
It's really easy.
All you have to do.
Yeah.
Support your team, damn it.
It was a great atmosphere. It truly was the madhouse at McHale Saturday. The McHale was electric, and the team played so well. It was so good. And these freshmen, Karchenkov, Burries, Pete, Aristote.
Grown-ass man.
I'm going to just keep telling you this over and over again. They're really good, but they're 18. They're freshmen. They're going to get better.
Yeah.
They're going to get better. They're getting better. Who's worried about Braden Burries now?